Yo, what is up? Welcome to Marco's Modern Life. It's your boy Mar. We are back with another video. It's been a minute. My apologies. A lot of family stuff going on. I appreciate all you guys who stick with me, who still been watching the videos, leaving comments and stuff. So definitely shout out to you guys. But we are back with another video. And today, man, I just wanted to talk about, it's been a lot going on. Now, there hasn't been a lot going on as far as sneaker releases that I've been interested in. But there has been a lot of sneaker news that I just wanted to talk to you guys about, get your opinions, and just kind of see how you guys are feeling about what's going on in the current state of sneakers. So, before we get into that, make sure to like the video. That does help us get out in the algorithm so we can continue to grow and live out our dreams. If you're into dope sneaker content from a true sneakerhead, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 2K. As soon as we get to 2K, we are doing a giveaway. So make sure, tell a friend, sub to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos that we drop. And also, always leave comments. I love engaging with you guys. That's why I made this channel. So make sure to leave a comment. I'm going to make sure to hit you guys back in the comment section. So we have seen some big news happening in the sneaker community. So it's two things I want to talk about. First, I'm going to start with Nike making moves to ban resellers. So a couple days ago, an article came out that Nike's going to put some effort and do some things to try to stop resellers. So this isn't the first time that they've said something like this, but in the article that I read and the terms that they updated, it's the first time that they included the language of bots. So basically, Nike is going to be canceling bot orders. So if you're using a bot to make an order, Nike's not going to let that happen. Now, Nike says they're not going to let it happen, but of course, botters and people, they're smart, so they always find loopholes and ways around things. So I think it's going to be really tough for Nike to actually enforce these policies, but I think they are realizing that a lot of, the sneaker community gets upset because people, have bots and they get these really hyped shoes and they feel like they don't have a chance. So I feel like Nike's trying to make it more fair. But can they really change things? I don't know if they can really stop it completely, but they are putting forth an effort to kind of make it more fair, or at least seem more fair, and eliminate some of these bot orders and stuff like that. From what I read, if it's deemed an order was purchased using a bot, Nike's going to have the ability to cancel that order. So they're not going to let that order go through. So I mean, this is a step in the right direction. I'm not opposed to people who resell. I'm not here to knock anyone's hustle. Do what you gotta do. But for it to be more fair for the average consumer, I'm definitely with that, because that's what I am. And it's nice for them to try to make it more fair, because when they do polls and everything about the sneakers app, a lot of people don't think it's fair and people are frustrated with that. So it's going to be tough for them to enforce policies to stop resellers. Stopping the bots may be an easier thing, but also that's going to be expensive, so they're going to have to put a lot of money into this kind of stuff. So I'm interested to see how much passion they're going to be using to go after these bots and things like that, because it's going to be expensive, and I don't think that they're going to want to invest a lot of money into it. I would be shocked, but I think it sounds nice when you say it, because, people who are against bots and resellers, they're like, yeah, finally they're doing something. So to me, I think it's more of them wanting to send a message than them actually enforcing it. I'll be surprised if it really gets enforced heavily like that, but you never know. So I'm interested to see. So if maybe you're a botter or something, if you start getting orders canceled or getting banned or stuff like that, let us know, because I'm interested to see how it actually works in the real world, because in theory it sounds great, but I don't really know how they can enforce something like that. In the article also, they talked about stopping resellers, and I think this is like in store as well, but that gets a little sticky, because how do you know someone's a reseller? Is it the way that they dress? Do they come in the store multiple times? But maybe it's just somebody who buys a lot of shoes, you know what I mean? So that gets kind of sticky. I think the best way is going to be trying to stop bots, because that for sure is reselling. But when it comes to people purchasing in store and things like that, I think that gets kind of sticky. So I think that may be an issue, because you may be banning people who aren't even resellers. Maybe they just buy a lot of shoes, or maybe they're buying shoes for other people and just helping their friends out, so they're going for different sizes. So I don't know how they're going to keep up with that. I could see that getting a little sticky. And then to give, I guess, store employees the power to say, no, we're not going to sell to you because you're a reseller. I don't know. You know, people sometimes they go on little power trips. So I don't know how I really feel about that, because I think that could lead to situations that aren't fair for people. And it may not even be a reseller. Maybe this store employee has a problem with somebody. They see them in the store all the time. They just decide, hey, I don't like you, so, you know, you're a reseller, you can't buy. So I can see that being an issue. So I think that's going to be something tough for them to enforce, and they'll probably backpedal on that. But I think this is just all for publicity, really. I just think Nike wants to look like they're doing something about it. And making a statement and updating terms, conditions like that is a good way to get people talking. It's a good way to seem like you're on the people's side and that you're going to do something to try to tackle what many people feel is a problem in the community. So also in this, something that was kind of surprising to me, Nike's going to start clipping accounts. So before, you know, you would buy a shoe, a lot of us, and we all do it, we just go after stuff sometimes just so we can see, is my sneakers account banned? Is it blacklisted? Is it shadow banned or something? So we just go after stuff to see if we can hit on it, because I've returned a couple things to Nike before, I ain't gonna lie. So we just do it and say, hey, well, if I don't really want it, I'll just return it. Now, you're gonna wanna be careful about doing that, because they are going to start clipping accounts if you do too many returns. So they are saying that this is something that resellers do. Say they buy a shoe, it turns into something that they can't make a lot of profit on, they just return it. Now, if you do that too much, they are going to ban your account and prohibit you from purchasing products from Nike because of that. So you got to be careful. If you're buying something, you're trying to return something, be careful. Or, you know, even if you have to lose money or something, or sell it for retail, you're gonna have to just sell it. It may be come in at a loss. So I'm interested to see how that affects people, because before, you know, people would just return things and it wasn't a big deal. But now you have to be more careful, more selective, because you definitely don't want your account to get clipped. Of course, you could just make another one, but you know, that becomes a hassle after so long. So this is another thing that they're changing. Let me know how you feel about that. Leave a comment below. Do you think, I wonder how many returns it's going to take before they say, okay, that's too many, we're going to clip this guy's account. All of this stuff for me is just, how are they going to enforce it? What's the threshold? I think we need some transparency in regards to that. I would like to know, okay, so how many returns before it said, okay, you're done, we're not going to let you return anything else? How many orders before they say, hey, this account looks like a reseller's account, let's clip the account? I think we need more transparency with regard to the policy, just so that we know what to expect from it, because right now they can kind of enforce it however they want, and I think that's going to lead to sticky situations, not only with the botting, it's going to lead to sticky situations in store, people, you know, saying you're a reseller, we're not selling to you, and also with returns. Because it can be something that, you know, maybe somebody gets 5 returns, somebody else has 7, you know, and somebody gets clipped, somebody doesn't. So what's kind of the threshold for these things? I think transparency is important. I would love to see more of that from Nike. That's all we got though. I just wanted to talk to you guys, see how you feel about the situation with Nike trying to ban bots, trying to stop reselling. Let me know how you feel about that. Like I said, I think it's more for show than anything. I do think it's going to be a little easier for them to enforce, you know, canceling orders that are done by bots. I think that's going to be easier. Trying to stop resellers in store and stuff like that, it gets too sticky. I think that's not going to be something that's easily done, and maybe some people don't want to do it because, you know, these resellers are buying all these products. It's helping their stores, helping the business, so they may not be so eager to want to stop that. But like I said, that's all we got. Make sure to like the video. That helps us get out in the algorithm so we can grow and live out our dreams. If you're into dope sneaker content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We on the road to 2K. Soon as we get to 2K, we're doing a giveaway, so tell a friend to tell a friend, sub to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the content. Leave a comment about what we talked about. I always try to talk back to you guys. I appreciate all of that. Definitely appreciate you guys. That's all we got, man. It's your boy Mar checking out. Stay blessed. Live your life. Peace.